It's been done, and much will continue to progress. The others still show some concern, but not at the level of which they should. But we should at least check in with the others and see how they continue to fare. Let's see. We should check on the animals that we have begun to transfer. See if they've finished making their way or if they decide to make ends up here. Seems they have not done more from what we left here. But we have started the grove of trees. And the sheep have gotten free, it seems. Well, that is not my concern. Let us go and check on the others. Friend Kareem,
Hello.
how fare you?
I'm fine.
Are you certain?
Yes.
Your voice leads me to believe that this is not so.
What do you mean? Do I sound different?
The tonality of your voice is not that which it was before.
Hmm. Well, not much anyone can do to change it. Just how things happen.
I see. Oh, what has happened?
Well, the shadow stuff took over my house in a sense, I
Oh,
guess. Hasn't bothered me, but Zach is more worried than I am.
I see you are fully armored up. Are you well, friend Zach?
I've been. I found a cave that isn't taken over by the shadow stuff, and it's not spreading there. I've been fighting monsters there, and they aren't spreading the shadow.
That is good. At least you still have a way to gather the XP you desire.
Yeah.
And yes, all the axolotls, it seems, have been transferred. I see. It certainly has shifted it.
Hmm. It coats everything.
That it does.
If it doesn't come off my shoulders and body, I doubt it'll come off my furniture.
It seems doubtful. This may seem a bit odd, but would you mind giving us a spin?
Um, sure.
I see. I I don't know if intriguing or horrifying is the appropriate word in this situation.
Hmm. I mean, you're the one who knows more about this than I do.
How have you been faring?
That's a tricky question, I guess. Considering I... What happened with Ferris? I just lost it? I don't know. I try not to think about it.
I see. My offer for words remains open to you.
I don't think words can do much to fix this.
Physically, no. But mentally, words are heavily important. What are there other things that have shifted around your residence, or is it merely the interior?
I mean, the
I'm
entirety of the building is
Yes, but
covered.
before there were growths that happened below as well.
Below. I haven't looked.
Well, suppose that is the next thing to do.
There's some of it under. It's not vines, but
Well, what is this here?
that's the old axe I made when I was down in the lab. It's not as good as the one I have now, so I just leave it up on the shelf.
As a reminder? Or as something more?
I didn't feel like throwing it away. It's a waste. Are you crawling and railing?
I am investigating.
What exactly are you investigating?
Seeing whether there are more of those partial growths hidden within the walls.
Well, considering it's completely coated everything, and including the ceiling as well.
Yes, but it does not have the source of origin I cannot seem to find. And that is what perplexes me with this. As usually there is a central growth which everything sprouts off of. But I do not see that inside.
I mean, I woke with it here. Perhaps it's me.
Perhaps? But it does not usually bond itself to living creatures. It consumes them when they fall, but and uses that to expedite its growth, but it does not bind itself to them. Unless your process is farther than I thought.
Well, this isn't the first time I dug down there. Looking for someone desperately.
Said it before and I will say it again. It is not you that holds responsibility for that.
Then who does?
You know the one who was responsible.
Myself.
No. You are not responsible. We spoke of this before. The one who is corrupting the will of the shadows is responsible. And that is not you. It is that damnable Frank.
I would like to have a word with him.
I would have more than words. I have gathered some of the supplies for the ritual of which I had found, but there are still some that I have not yet managed to obtain. But I will continue on to gather that which is needed to give you the protections that you should have.
First?
What?
First,
He's just here.
It seems as though friend Kareem is seeing visions of Barris.
I'm not seeing them.
I'm not either, but they just went over that way after saying their name yet again.
I'm worried about Kareem.
As am I. There are many things that seem to be happening, but I also do not feel that they should be left alone at this time. Have they been acting or behaving oddly?
I'm not scared of the dark stuff at all, even though it's spreading.
I believe their anger at it outweighs their fear currently.
If they're angry either, they don't seem to care at all.
Anger takes many forms. Not all of which are obvious.
My way. Where did you? Eris. Please wait. Eris. Eris, no!
See. Oh no.
That wasn't canon. Shh.
It was
Fuck
canon
no.
if I say so.
No. Listen, I can't fucking see where I'm going half the time because chunks don't load.
Skill
Where's my
issue.
fucking...
We'll make skill issues canon.
I'll slash kill you a skill issue.
Do it. The
This is
shadows will
great.
bring me back stronger than before.
Uh-huh. You're supposed to be in lore. Ow. Shit. Eris? Eris, this isn't funny. Eris was down here. I just saw them. Eris? Eris? What are you... Eris, what are you... Eris, what are you... Like...
Did you see where they played?
You fucking took him from me! You... You did. I'm not... I didn't mean to... I don't even know what you're talking about.
You should. Didn't you talk to somebody? You chatted with them about a prophecy, didn't you?
Kay?
Yeah. A prophet. Something, something, a prophet, you know? You, my friend, are the prophet. I and your own damn fucking son is to sacrifice. And you know what that's gonna do? You're gonna bring a lot of good to this world.
I don't...
You're a natural born killer. I
I'm
mean,
not.
it didn't take you much. It didn't take much, now did it? Doesn't matter your intent. Piece of fucking shit. That's what you are. And you know what? I pity you. You are so pitied. Take me to him.
What?
Take me to this leader. Whatever he may lead, I don't care. He is intertwined with us. And since you fucked up, you're gonna fix this. Mart.
I don't... I don't know where it... Hey? I don't know where he... I don't know where he is.
Find him.
The search is never far.
Speak of the devil and the devil may come. What do you know of the prophecy?
Of which
Please, enlighten us
prophecy?
both. Oh, please. What's the one that you told this little guy over here?
I've spoken of several. You will need to be more specific.
What is he involved in?
He is involved with your
He's a prophet of something.
bastardization of the rites.
I beg your pardon?
The bastardization of the rites which you conduct. You do so without the proper tools, without the proper protections. And this only causes harm and causes things to go awry.
You think I did this on purpose? You...
Intent matters less
There's a
than
clear
effect.
difference between living this prophecy than reading about it. I didn't want to be a prophet. I didn't want to be a fucking martyr.
You seem
But
to
if
take
if
much
the shoe
joy
fits,
in it.
the shoe fits. This was my everything. I had nothing when this happened. Do you think I wanted this? You think... no. No. This is everything, and everything is going to change.
Oh, that it will.
And I'm not letting this change. I'm not letting this get fucked up again. It's too soon.
It is much shorter than cycles prior, this is true.
Well then,
And that is because of
how are we gonna fix
your
this?
interference with the weave.
I did not interfere with it. I was simply twiddling my thumbs. If the skulk wanted it, the skulk wanted it. I don't care. I want my just deserves.
You can want many things. But with the interference that you have done to the cycle, I'm certain you will get that which you deserve.
And this fucking piece of shit world will come crumbling down with me, whether they like it or not.
And therein lies the misunderstanding.
And what do you mean?
The shadow is not that which consumes the world. It is that which protects it. Your interference has allowed the forces that it opposes to gain stronger footholds and tear chunks away and strip that which should have been safety. And tear
My friend,
and cut.
you are so naive. There's no safety anywhere. Not in light, not in darkness, not in anything. There's nothing. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Mr. Priest.
You are
There's nothing.
entitled to your wrong opinions. I will let you have what comfort they bring you. I have seen much.
You have saw. Who cares?
I knew you would not.
And neither does this darkness. This is going to become everything. He is going to fulfill his fucking role.
You intermix the
I am
shadows
not.
with the darkness as though they are the same entity.
Is it not born from the same thing? Oh, entertain us, Socrates, please! Enlighten me! Further, tell us the truth! Oh, great Messiah!
You speak funny words and have no understanding of what you say. For there to be light and darkness, there must be shadows as well. They are three distinct entities, neither good nor bad in their own rights. Light is no more good than darkness is. The shadow works to balance the weave between them. Your interference has allowed the darkness to overwhelm and corrupt the weave by weakening the shadow.
The shadow needs no existence. Not in this world when it's already crumbling down. You guys are all trapped. Sometimes this simple gray is not what we fucking need. We need change. We need change, my friend.
And change is a part of the natural weave. Tearing apart the spindle does not complete the tapestry. It shatters it and prevents anything from being made forthwith. If you want to form a braid of 3 different strands, taking one of them out does not finish the product, nor does it strengthen it. It only leads to a destruction of all. Change happens as the braid and the weave continues. This is what the cycle brings. This is what the cycle does.
How long has this cycle been in order for? Centuries?
Of this current cycle, the journals go back no less than
How long has this empire been up?
no less than 600 moons from the journals I found.
Usually his empires fall at the 200 mark. Huh. Who'd have thunk it? Gee. You know what? I was wrong. Thank you for all that. You know? And, I'm not here to bite. Take care, friend.
Ow!
What? 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 What's that about?
They seem to misunderstand much, which only leads to the interference in the cycle more concerning. And it seems one of the sheep got loose upon the mountainside. Although that is a lesser concern currently.
It's actually two of them going.
It seems that Ferris does continue in some shape.
Is it Ferris though?
Ferris was there with another.
Who was the other one?
I am not certain it is my place to speak of them. Not if friend Kareem is capable of doing so. That is their story to tell, if they can.
Set out the fine china and the good pasta.
But after such events, I know that it does usually take some time to extricate oneself from the shadows. If you are up for the tale, I can tell you some portions. But the entirety of the tale will have to wait for another time. But I do not believe that conversation should happen here. Let us... friend Zach, do you know the area on the mountainside where we have been moving the cattle?
No.
Then perhaps we should go and show friend Zach the safe area we have made. It's been shattered here. That is great reason for concern. As the enchantments on this ring, I do not yet know how to recreate. Friend Zach.
Yes.
Ah, there you are. So we have begun moving the cattle over here to the mountainside across the river. Friend Rill, do you have eggs upon you?
I can go get some.
If you could, fill this satchel.
Okay.
You can see there's the remnants of a crude staircase that we made to begin moving them up. As we tried at first to transport them through aerial means, but it did not go well for the cattle. Reach the icy peaks, we can converse a bit more freely.
We got more cows?
We do have some, yes. As there's none of the growths upon this area, we began moving some of the cattle here. Now we might try and make an area has not yet contaminated. So, of what I can speak of currently is that the other who was there, the one who stood as tall as Kareem, they are an acquaintance of theirs from before they journeyed here. The wagon which we found on the far side in the forest was friend Kareem's, which they were using to journey here. The message contained within was from that entity to them before they became as they are. There was a falling out between them after Kareem's arrival, at which point I suppose you could say Frank had a great fall, and they bound themselves to the shadowed entities below. Doing this is responsible for the growths we now see upon the surface, and also the growths we found when friend Kareem was missing in Olive's lab. As Frank was using and forcing the shadows into a more active state to search for Kareem. They have decided to take it upon themselves to force a change onto Kareem, which you have at this point. It is apparent that friend Kareem is changing. and has been steadily doing so for some time. This is the result of Frank. They are forcing this change upon friend Kareem in order to bring about the end of the cycle's weave. They desire for this world to be gone, from the words they shared.
Isn't that a bad thing?
I believe so, yes. But given the emotions that they were feeling when they bound themselves to the shadow, their existence has become unpleasant. And they desire for this to end. And the only way they have determined for this to happen is to end the shadow's weave by removing the shadow in that which it has woven. This is something I do not intend to let transpire, and I am actively working to gather rights and objects to prevent this, to the best of my abilities. But it is...
Help with the objects?
I believe the captain has the journal of what... Might have a copy, let me see. Did I make a copy before I gave it to the captain? I probably should have. Yes, this journal that the captain read the other night. The objects within are able to be used to allow the transformation that friend Kareem is going through to be... It will allow friend Kareem to be more in control of themselves and lessen the involuntary effects it is having upon them. And I believe give them the abilities to direct the shadow in some parts similar to that which Frank is doing. As it seems only currently Frank is able to direct the shadow to influence the areas around or near where Kareem has been. And I believe that doing so with the correct rights and protections in place will awaken Kareem's abilities to control these talents themselves and prevent Frank from co-opting them.
Do you need the book back?
I have a copy. It's back in my residence, but feel free to take that and use it as you have need to help gather supplies if you can.
I can get one of them.
Oh, which one?
Oh, the Ender thingy.
Ah,
I know a lot about Ender men and stuff.
I've seen those that the tall ones drop, but it does not seem to be the object of what they speak. The captain said there was something that could be done with it, but that is beyond the scope of my knowledge.
He
Yes.
said hellfire, so I think I know what hellfire he's talking about.
I see. Well, if that is something that you can aid with, I would be most appreciative.
Is there any way I can help?
Do you know where we might obtain a cauldron?
Okay. We might be able to figure something out.
Because I know the full moon approaches us. And we need a cauldron of water gathered under the full moon. So it is only a few knots away, I believe. But if that is something that we can obtain, that would...
I think I can make a cauldron.
I see. As is, I have found the bindings for the eyes and the fruit of which it spoke already. They were, oddly enough, within the items that friend Ferris left me during the Harvest Festival. I had some remnants from that I was able to grow.
Hopefully Durham can find the echo shards, because I don't think I've seen anything like that.
It speaks of echoing shards, but it also speaks of gems surrounding them. That is something that the captain and I were going to look into our sources of knowledge for, to try and see what we could determine that to be. But on another note, the ring has been broken.
The ring?
The ring.
Oh,
There's
the copper ring?
there's a section of it that has fully transformed. Not just the coating which we scrape off, but it has been fully changed.
That's not good.
That it is not.
I mean, Ferris was the one to last clean it, I think. If that means anything.
I'm not certain whether that has any weight in this or not, but it is certainly something I will keep in mind. But that is the knowledge that I am free to share.
Okay.
Or at least at this time. If we have not heard from friend Kareem within, I'd say, 2 weeks' time, then I will share more. or if something happens which may be connected to this. Friend Rel, did you have the satchel of eggs?
It's in
Ah,
the
I
chest.
see. Thank you. Friend Rel?
Oh, I made one of the things and it flew out of my hand.
Oh.
And it exploded.
Oh my.
Just some very bad luck.
So that is what happens when the magic they contain is not channeled. I see.
Yeah, don't throw any of them, I guess.
And we have chickens now. Well then. Put the saplings in here. Are you well, friend Zach?
Out of character, I had to go help my family. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Okay.
Yes, friend Zach?
I hate to put more of a burden on you, but is there any? Are you still cooking food for everyone?
Certainly.
I do not have a lot of food left.
I see.
I've got a few ingredients for you, but I'm running out of food.
Let me see what I can make with these. I see. We're gonna need to move the farm. Fan over the supplies as well. We're gonna need some more. We're gonna need some more furnaces for cooking. There's some stone we can gather. Actually, no, we can grab my furnaces from my abode. They need not remain over here. We can take these. There we go. That should suffice for cookeries for the time being. Then we can return some food to friend Zach. For them to come to me, their supplies must have been drastically low indeed. They do not want to come to me often for foods.
Thank you.
And here's some carrots as well.
Thank you.
And I have some more foods cooking in here as well. Seems they will not consume these seeds.
I'm gonna go try and get some more experience.
Very well. I will continue moving some further supplies up here.
Okay.
We have charcoal, some azalea. There's our pebbles. As for what this means, Friend Cream's transformations will certainly continue, and at this point, they may be expedited even further. We will need to take steps in that matter to ensure things are ready. Not just for the right, but for the other changes that will happen. Yeah. You're gonna need to set up another farm and till the land for it. What should suffice? What? Let's begin making. We'll need to replace this. They are going to face many changes in the days and the moons to come. Not all of which they will find pleasant. And we would not want it to be wholly unpleasant for them. We will do what we can to reduce that. Right, we've got those stored. We should put farm supplies up here. Plant some seeds. Move the bone growths over as well. This direction as well. There we are. So we need to grow some carrots, potatoes, and some wheat for certain. Other things can remain behind for now. No, we should bring some flax. Maybe one small corner can be for flax, in case we need to make more storage sacks. We'll bring this over so we have additional fertilizer. We're not growing more potatoes? Seems they did not get replanted. Oh, there we are. Need onion seeds. Let's see. And flax. Let's go and plant these. I'm not entirely sure how the fuck you got that sound to play, because according to my dashboard, sounds are paused currently. And ain't nobody got administrative powers over my sounds besides me, so it's not that you convince somebody else to turn it back on. But congratulations on that. Something here. Stop that from freezing over. So we've got corn. Plant the sweet potatoes. Some flax. And some wheat. other farm supplies up here. I'll be able to plant these. I believe that is all that we need to transfer over for the time being. Now we just need to wait for it to grow. And add to its numbers. The sheep. Where did the sheep go? That is the other thing I was going to investigate. Alright. I do have chickens now. Will they consume the seeds now? No. I still will not. Let's see. Let's make compost over here. The other one remains at the farm, and I'm not certain that, given the things that have been through, whether or not it can be trusted to not spread the corruption if it is brought here.
Set out the fine china and the good pasta.
Let us see what else is needed here. We've got foods growing. We've got fertilizers for the crops. We've got storage. We've got lumber supplies. We'll need to move more sheep over here and make a proper pen for them. Ah, we can make a pen for the cows. That's what we can do. That is something we can do. There's the fences themselves. Right, now we just need to lead them in. That we can do. That we can do. Come in, there's room for all. Sheet pen over where there's grass. So we'll make that over here. But we will need some more. Let's see. Make it a bit larger. You are gonna wait right here for the time being until I can find your companion. Once it managed to fall off the cliffside. Usually they're better behaved than that, though. Well, let us at least test this. It is farther up. Well, it seems they are not sturdy enough for that. A pity, really. There's one way to gather food. Looks to transport them in this way. This may be a way that I can instigate that what is needed to encourage the growth. Let us check. It does indeed work for that. That is good to know. I mean, when the game gives you a mountainside where pigs spawn endlessly, you make pigs fly. You do what you do. Oh, did some tethers break? It would seem so, unfortunately. Ah, here they are. Everybody wants the pork. Nobody wants to know how it's gotten. Ain't that the truth of the matter? That should be enough supplies for now. And the mountainside pigs have dwindled for the time being. Perhaps if the needs arise, we will move some of them up to the top. With a pool of water could safely be done. Easy way to move one of the sheep over, actually. We fill this with water. That should be a large enough area. I should be able to bring them within. As I do recall, there's some free-flowing water here. We can use that to make our pool. And fix that which might give away our new abode's location. Another flyby. It seems someone has added a light there. Growth continues, but not by much. And that one remains pacified. There we are. Let's see if we can land a pig in that pool before we try moving a sheep. Testing always with the pigs. Farther towards the cloud break. Be up here. A bit farther this way. Here we are. A pig safely delivered. Let us go collect the sheep. We had 3 remaining here. If memory serves. 1. I see. Well then, we'll have to be most careful indeed. Not even should we lose this one. Now that we have the area where we can land them, it is not so great an ordeal to scour the area for one. I hear you. You are fine. You are fine. I'm taking you to your new abode, that is all. No reason for concern. See, no need for concern. You get back over here. There we are. Let's see. Should we grab another pig? No, that'll be for others to determine whether or not it should be done. We have additional foods to drop off. Stuff's in the far right. There we go. have some bone meal. Oh. Does have need of them. Let's drop these in here. That's for additional farmland when we have need of it. Paper, the leather. That should be enough for now. Well, we will not rest here tonight. Nor shall we rest in another home. We'll find somewhere more interesting to rest this night. Yes, this will do. This will do nicely. All right, and let me see who I got on that we can raid on over to. And let's get your battle royale while we're doing that. Okay, let's see who I got. That's right, Battle Royale while I search. Thank you all for stopping on by for the lores. I appreciate it. Next plan stream. Friday we're gonna be doing stuff with Bell over on their channel. So Saturday is when we're looking at, which is planned to be a continuation of the date. So we will see how that holds up. All the other plans going on. But that is what we're looking at right now. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and oh, they're doing spokes. Yeah, they're doing block game. Let's see that. We're gonna raid on over to Kotobuki. They are a friend of the channel. They make a wonderful little comic on Webtoons, which is how I actually originally found them. I didn't realize that it was the same person until recently. But we're going to be raiding on over there. That you do, that you do. We just wrapped up our lore for the day, so feel free to go ahead and grab one of those raid messages if you would like, but do not feel like you have to. Do make sure that you are getting your eats, your sleeps, and getting the rest that you deserve. And please stay hydrated. And until next time, bye-bye.